Tu chica tratarla como a una Barbie. Tú no quieres problems, tú no quieres problems. Estoy en el demonio, puedo frenarme así. Estoy en el demonio, puedo frenarme así. Estoy en el demonio, puedo frenarme así. Estoy en el demonio, puedo frenarme aquí.
Yo, welcome back guys. Today we're going to take a look at probably one of the strongest weapons in the game right now, the compound bow. But before that, a quick sponsor segment. Need to top up your favorite games fast and safely? With TopUp, you can easily recharge balances for many different games in just a few clicks. And yes, Once Human is available too. Just choose Once Human, enter your UID, select your region, and then pick the server where your character is located. And here's the best part. Use code WHITE for up to 12% off. Then pick your amount and finish the order. Check the link in the description and top up with TopUp today. Alright, let's start with calibration. For the compound bow, I'm using portable style with crit damage. For bingo, we run rapid shot style with crit rate. For the key gear piece, I'm using sharp blade pants. For the armor set, we're using 2 pieces of treacherous and 3 pieces of savior. The core mechanic of this build is the Deviant, Butterfly's emissary. Her ultimate Mitsuko's guidance converts all your damage into weak spot damage, which makes our bounce hits incredibly strong. With her battle skill, we launched the Butterfly Swarm, which triggers our bounces. But there is one insane trick with this. As you can see right now with the bow, I have 25% weak spot damage. Then we swap to bingo, use Butterfly Swarm, and at the exact moment of the explosion, we swap back to the bow. And now, my weak spot damage is 125%, which means I gained an extra 100% weak spot damage bonus from the bingo stacks. This is the main mechanic of the build. Once you learn how to do this properly, one-shotting bosses becomes extremely easy. For Deviant traits, I recommend using Power Rewind 2, Weak Spot Master, and Moonlight Assault. Now let's move on to mods. On the compound bow, we use multi-bounce to increase bounce damage. On bingo, we use Vulnerability Amplifier for extra vulnerability. And by the way, this mod stacks in a party. So if you play with friends, you can apply up to 32% vulnerability to the boss just from this mod alone. For the helmet, I'm using first move advantage to increase crit chance and crit damage after reloading. On the mask, we run precision bounce to boost bounce damage. For the chest, I'm using rejuvenating for more shields. On the pants, we use critical surge to increase crit damage. For the gloves, we run crit amplifier for even more crit chance and crit damage. And for the boots, rush hour with the downstar suffix. This is the stable version of the build, and it can clear almost every piece of content in the game. But let's be honest, you didn't come here just for a stable build. Yeah, you want to kill bosses with one arrow. For that, we need to change a few mods. For the helmet, we use Precise Strike. We get all the bonuses from this mod by launching butterflies into the boss. On the mask, we use Targeted Strike, because it increases the echo damage from the arrow. For the chest, we keep rejuvenating. On the pants, we use Deadshot. Again, we get all the bonuses before the shot by triggering them with the butterflies. For the gloves, we use Crit Amplifier. And for the boots, we keep Rush Hour. Also, don't forget about our best friends, Kukri and Rusted Blade. They boost our damage by a lot. These are the skins I'm using on my gear. And don't forget, 4 pieces of the rabbit skin set activate Soaring Leap. This effect gives you an extra 20% weak spot damage. For bosses, we use this food setup. And for silo farming, we use this one. Also, remember that for every dish that uses meat, you want to choose deer meat or poultry meat. These are the cradles I'm using. So, to sum it all up, I honestly think the compound bow is currently one of the strongest weapons in the game. At the very least, I highly recommend every player to try it. And that's it, guys. If you liked the build and the breakdown, drop a like, subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments. See you next time.